So on this particular one, this is assignment 38, and we're going to look at a couple different ways to write some of these units. They say that each of these units are the same, so we're just going to kind of play around with it and rewrite them two different ways. So the first one is 4 pounds of bananas for $2.79. Again, I usually put money first. So the first group is price per pound. So and just put this on your paper, $2.76 is the price for 4 pounds. And actually they usually put the pounds in, I guess, the Latin or the Latin, which is LBS, but I just like to use pounds. The LB. LBS would be for pounds, plural, right? Then also on the other side, or you can get 1 pound for 69 cents. Nice. All right. But if I'm trying to, if I'm missing something here, it might be a little bit of work for me to cross multiply and divide. So they want you to recognize that there's another way that you can do it. Is I could put all the money in one ratio, and I could put all the pounds in another. So the first money that I've got is $2.76. What's the second price that I have? 69 cents. And again, they're saying these ratios are equal, or these proportions. And 69 cents. And that, how many pounds were we able to get for $2.76? 4. So that's going to go here. And for 69 cents, I could get 1. Okay. So the point of this is that if I have something missing, you can move it around and make it so it's easier to do. Actually, I could have done it this way too. I didn't really need to do that. But they're saying that you can do that. So if I wanted to go up in this direction, I could go 1 times 4 is 4. And this times 4 would give me that number if I'm missing a number. Just want you to know that you can move them around. And the ratio, well, the ratio is going to be 4 to 1 or 1 to 4. Anyway, let's go ahead and look at the next one. We're just setting these up in a different way. So it says Keisha and Katie. Yes, there's no question. You're just setting it up in 2 different ways. We're setting up the ratio in 2 ways. And we're just setting it up in 2 different ways. That's all. So, nope, it's already solved basically. Write the proportion in 2 ways. So then on the next one, again, we're just going to learn how to set it up in 2 different ways. So we've got Keisha and Katie. They run at the same speed. So their ratio would each be the same when I reduced it. So we'll start with Keisha. And she ran, so for Keisha, and I'll put K-E, she ran 3 miles in how many minutes?
3 miles in 21 minutes.
In 21, and I'll put ML for miles and MIN for minutes. And then there was Katie. So Katie, KT, she ran for how many miles and how many minutes?
2 miles and 14 minutes.
2 miles and 14 minutes. Okay. So here's, let me see.
Yeah, they're definitely
right. So again, if I have, like for example, if I had that 21 missing, cross multiplying would be a little difficult. So just know that you can change it around, and instead of putting miles to minutes, we could put all the miles together. So I'm going to label this miles. And then on the other side, I could put all of the minutes. So first we'll do Keisha's amount. How many miles did she go?
3.
No, for Keisha. This is Keisha's.
Yeah, how many miles is 3?
Oh, it's 3. I'm sorry. I'm looking at this. Okay. It's 3 miles in how many minutes?
21.
So 21. And then I could put Katie's, and she went 2 miles in 14 minutes. So again, just realize that you can change it around. So again, if I had that 21 missing and I didn't want to cross multiply, I can switch it around. And so if I still have the 21 missing, now can I go straight across and go 2 times 7?
Yeah.
And then 3 times 7 would give me the 21. So they're just showing you another way to write it. And we'll just do one more, and then it's going to be fast on the rest of them. Okay. And then on Brad and Amy's, they typed at the same speed for number 3. So we'll do Brad's first. So Brad typed, I haven't gotten a note back. Okay. Hold on just a second. All right. Okay, she said you're leaving at 2. Okay. And then on the, what's that? You don't have to do anything. You're not leaving until 2. So let's.
I was showing him the one that he missed.
No. It's okay, because then you're going to miss something else. He needs to keep up with us. All right. So I'll give it to him in a little bit. Is on this one, the next one, Brad. So Brad, I'm going to do it by name first. Brad did how many words? 292 words in how many minutes?
5.
In 5 minutes. And then they said it's equal to Amy's, and she did how many words?
146 for 2.
146 for 2 minutes. Okay. So again, if you're missing something, like if I'm missing the word for Brad, this is going to be too hard for me to do, cross multiplying and dividing. So know that you can reset it up to match the words and the words and the minutes and the minutes. So I'm going to rewrite it over here, and this time I'm going to put Brad's this way and Amy's this way. And I'm going to put all the words here and all the minutes here. So what was the word for Brad? How many words did he do?
292.
292 in how many minutes?
5.
So I'm going to put his minutes right here. Then Amy did how many minutes? 146, and I should have put words in minutes, in 2 minutes. So again, if I'm missing, if I was missing his words, then I could a little bit easier say, oh, well, 2 times 73 is 146, and 5 times 73, and I'd get your number. So again, it's just showing you that you can change those around. So now we're going to go to something that is going to be very important for the worksheet that you're doing today. And again, and by the way, you can just put that this is on your paper. We don't need to rewrite the whole thing. Oh, well, that's good. That's actually better.
Put it on the paper since it's got this.
Yeah, it probably is better on the paper. Yeah, the second way, I'll write it back in just a second. But anyway, let's go down to this one. Okay. Now, it says, for each pair of triangles, write a proportion that shows the ratios of the base to the height. And I'm changing it a little bit. You're going to find the missing side. In other words, we're going to find I've got a height and a height. I've got a base on the second one, but I don't have a base on this one. So this is what we're missing. Over on the number 6, I've got a base and a base. I have a height on the first one, but I don't have a height on the second one. So we're going to find those missing parts. And it's very, very easy until we get to one of your homework problems. So if I'm looking at this and if they tell me they're proportional, I assume that we can do all of the things that we're doing. We can cross multiply, we can go across and get the answer. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to set these equal to each other, and watch this carefully, it's so easy, is I'm going to draw a fraction line right on the picture. So check out this picture and draw this. I'm going to put a fraction line here. So Charlie, pay attention, you should be doing this. And I'm going to draw a fraction line here. Once you do that, you're ready to set up the problem. So the number 5, for the and I'm going to keep the left on the left, the right on the right. I'm going to put, for my first fraction, guess what? 40 over what? 40 over b for my left one. And then for the right one, guess what I'm going to write? 24 over 36. Okay, but hold on just a second. And the reason is, again, I'm putting the corresponding sides, the height with the height, the height of the left one with the height of the right one, and then the base of the left one with the base of the other one. What was your question before we go on?
So, just like how we're doing with mixing the left up here, are we gonna do that with the bottom one?
No, I'm going to leave it just like this. Okay. All right. Because now this is already set up, and is this one reducible?
Yes.
So what goes into both of them?
Uh,
How about
12.
12 does go into it. And so 12 goes into that. I didn't mean to cross that off. 24 divided by 12 is 2
Over 3.
over 3. Now, can we go across and go 2 times something to give me 40?
20.
So 2 times 20 will give us 40. And so 3 times 20 would be what?
60.
My base then, for that missing base, is 60.
Oh, so this one
Now, this one you're finding the missing part. So the base is equal to 60, and that answer should be up at the top. Okay. Okay.
Oh,
Then,
this is easy.
it's so easy.
So
Then,
easy.
on this one, again, if I tell you, or if they say that these are proportional, I'm going to put my equal sign right on my picture, and I'm going to make these look like a fraction. I'm just going to 5 over 12, and what over 18?
H.
H. And then you set it up exactly like that. So on the number 6, it's going to be 5 over 12 on my left triangle. And then the other one is going to be what?
H over 18.
H over 18. Okay. But we can cross multiply without actually multiplying the whole thing. So 12 times H is equal to 5 times 18. And then we divide by what? Divide by 12. But when I'm dividing by 12, I'm going to go ahead and break it up into a factor that I know. Is there a factor of 12 that will go into 18? 6. So I'm going to put 2 times 6. So it's still 12. So that's gone. So does 6 go into 18?
Yes. 3 times.
3. And then we're almost done. So my H, and again, do it algebraically. That H should follow you all the way down. 5 times 3 is?
30.
People, 15.
15 over 2, though.
Over 2. And can we make that into a mixed fraction?
Yes.
It'd be 7 and 1/2.
7 1/2. Or 7.5. Is that answer up there?
7.5. They have it in a decimal.
Yeah, they have a decimal, which is fine. So the H, yeah, you can put it in either. So 7.5 centimeters. Right. So those are easy. Now, I will show you one. I don't know if it's on. Oh, I can't show it because, well, hold on. All right. So flip this over to this side. We're going to do a couple of these. All right. So I'm going to leave you with these. It says average speed is the unit rate in a proportion involving distance and time. Write a proportion to find the missing average speed. All that is going to be is that the crab can run how many meters in 9 seconds? The crab can run how many meters in 9 seconds?
15.
15. Go ahead and label it on your number 8 in 9 seconds. And what's its average speed? Okay, his average speed is the miles per 1 minute. That is what you're setting up.
Right.
Do you know how to solve it from there?
Yes.
Cross multiply and divide. Or you can go in this direction. This is number 8.
No, yeah, we're not on the timeline, so.
Well, I don't know if that makes up answers down there. It might, yeah, it's down there. Okay, so we're going to set up each of these. The number 9. What's the number 9? And you can finish it up. The number 9. Adele rides 28 miles in 3.5 hours. The average miles is how much in 1 hour? Can you solve it from there?
Yeah.
Okay, cross multiply and divide. You can even, no, I'm not going to move the decimal. You don't need to until you're dividing.
Yeah.
Then same thing here. Stephanie ran on number 10, 2.25 miles in 12 minutes. What is her average speed per hour?
Wait, so we don't solve the ones we're doing right now?
No, you will go back and solve them.
Oh, right.
Those answers are going to be on the bottom. Right. So how would you do this one? They're giving it to me in minutes, but I have to find my answer in an hour. This is miles per minute. There's two different ways you can do it. Well, actually, here's the easiest way. How many minutes are in an hour? So can I put 60 over here? Isn't 60 minutes 1 hour? So 60 minutes is equal to 1 hour, so you're going to get your answer right here. That'll be how many miles she can go in 60 minutes. And I do think, by the way, doesn't 12 go into 60? Yeah, so you're going to be able to, just do it like that. It's going to be easy. And I want to go to, I'm going to have to save this for another day. This is just graphing. This is just graphing.
Good.
One shirt in 15. Just plot it. One shirt costs $15. Is that right? Two shirts cost how much?
30.
So 2 and 30. 3 shirts cost how much? 45. All they want to tell you is the graph of a proportional set of numbers will be a straight line. We're done. Okay, that's it. That's all they wanted to know. Wanted you to know. All right, so that's it. Now, we're all done with that.
So
We're
we're not
done.
doing the graphing.
We just did it. So you have to do it. So you're graphing each of those and just show that it's a straight line. That's all. And then here's what you need to do. But I'm going to help you with 7 and 8. The rest of these are like the picture that I gave you. You know the ratio for this one, but you don't know the base. Guess what you can do?
Cut it in half.
Yeah, make it as a fraction. 9 over 8, 12 over what?
Oh, wait. That's 6. It's 6.
9 over 6 and 12 over what?
X.
12 over, and solve it. That's it. But those are too easy. Like Christian's always saying, too easy, too easy. That is too easy. So let's go down to the 7 and the 8. On this one, it's twisted around. I've got to get them to go in the same direction. Or I can go the smallest. Which one is the smallest side? Oh, the X is the smallest side. And the smallest side on this side is what?
The 20.
The 20. And then the other one, the middle, or the longest is the 35. And the longest is this. So you just set up your notches the same. So I'm going to put small with small and large with large. So I'm going to do the left one. What's my small number on the 7?
20 over 35.
The 20 over the large one is 35. But then look carefully at this one. What is my small side on the one on the right? Very good. So the X is going to go on top. And my long side has to match. So please be putting your labeling. So the long side has to be the 21, and you're going to solve it. Then the number 8 I'm going to help you solve. You're going to end up solving it. Then just cross multiply and divide, or reduce first. Then, who knows the smallest side on the number 8?
14.
The 14 and the X. So I'm going to have the small again on the, okay, the small and the small. We're going to worry about it next. Okay. And so the longest one is this hypotenuse. So they don't even have numbers there. So the second longest is the 20 and the what? What's the second longest side on this one?
The 60.
The 60. Because the hypotenuse is the longest. These two are the middle side. So you're going to set it up. You've got your left triangle. You've got your right triangle, and we've got the small and the middle sides. So on the left side, what's my small number? Yes, ma'am.
What if you do the same thing with the bottom?
You can't, because they're twisted. These are twisted.
No, like the other one.
Ma'am, let me finish with this one first. because we're running out of time. Charlie, you can take off, and you'll just have to watch the rest of the video. All right, so on this one, the small is, what's a small on the left?
The 14.
The 14. What's the medium side? On the left.
20.
Is the 20. Then on my right side of the triangle, what is my small side on the right?
The X.
The X. And my middle side is the 60. And this one actually, and this, by the way, this video will be online, so if you miss something, you can watch it again and speed up. This, so yeah, you're ready to go. Now, you can finish it.
Can you email it to me?
Yes. Okay. All right. So that's how you set up when they're twisted around. You've got to match your corresponding side. I'm going to help you with the picture on the number 9, and then I'm going to be done, and you're going to have to figure out the number 10. Yes, sir.
I got the number I got the answer.
Well, don't say it, because that one was really easy. Okay, girls and boys, let's finish this. On the number, okay, Christian, I need to get this done before class over, is on this one. When you have a shadow problem, you really should draw a picture. So I'm going to suggest the picture right now. A flagpole, I've got a flagpole. It casts a shadow 10 feet long. So here's its shadow. Then it says, if a man, here, now I'm going to draw another one. You should be drawing this. Then there's a man here, and he's how tall?
6 foot.
So I'm going to put 6 feet here. His shadow goes across the ground, is 4. You want to know how tall is the flagpole. Well, here's my flagpole. We're looking for the height of the flagpole. Once you have that picture set up, then are you able to do something like this? Yeah. Then you can just do your little, it's equal, right? Just like that. So one fraction is going to have what? H over what?
10.
H over 10. The other one's going to have what over what? 6 over 4. You can solve it. Okay? So all you have to do is this side here. It will not take you very long now that we've set up most of those. And all I can say on this one here, you've got a ratio right in the beginning that talks about width and height. So here's your original ratio. And you can read it and see if you can figure that one out. You can do it. It is too easy. Okay, and I'm done.